Good morning and welcome to episode 153 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down2dunk and get The Athletic for $1 on for 6 months. I am Luke, joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor.
What's up, you two? Something.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
I wish you'd go back to the songs.
You don't like that?
No.
You know what?
So much better.
Can I say this?
It's bad.
Every time I've changed my intro, you guys have missed the one before.
I wish everyone would go to Down to Dunk night this year.
Yeah.
Friday, November
What was
8th.
the one before?
Thunder against the Houston Rockets.
Oh,
Tickets are going fast. Go and get them.
Get them.
Where can we find them?
I will put a link in the chat right now on YouTube. I also put it in the
What's up, YouTube? Yeah.
in the description. Also, you can find it on our Twitter page. It is pinned to the top of our Twitter page. So
It's on a Friday night. That's a Friday night.
Feeling all
I
right.
gotta go.
This party here.
That's right. You can have a beverage. Not have to worry about the next day.
We're bringing the belt.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, then you see this beautiful piece of hardware that I got this last week. It's not on last week's pod. That I got last week. It's the Thunder WWE Championship belt.
You're gonna have to wear that like a sash.
Yeah, I'm going
down
to.
to Dunk Night.
You're gonna get tired of carrying that around because that is
It's heavy.
Heavy.
You know who probably doesn't know that exists but wants that?
Uh-huh.
J-Dub.
Yeah, I know. He got the Jeff Hardy tattoo. That's going to be my
Tattoo?
You got
Yeah.
a tattoo
He got a tattoo of Jeff Hardy.
and an action figure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later in my little
oh,
segment.
my bad.
Oh,
But
I mean to-
Okay.
but yeah, this belt is nice, heavy, and I have to be the first person that purchased this about the second it came out.
Yeah,
Can't imagine someone
for sure.
before me.
I haven't. Yeah, there's no way.
They're coming out with an OU one, and eventually, probably an OSU one.
Could they make any hybrids?
No, but the side plates come off, so you could take the side plates off and put like someone else's.
Oh,
I don't know why you would.
wow.
For
I
the
love
But
it.
they-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I mean
perfect.
the colors of the rest of it.
Perfectly,
Like,
intentionally put together.
We'll have a little video of the unboxing
Mm.
on YouTube.
I don't think I would do
later
an
on.
OU one. I feel like Thunder's more.
It's just if you're you're not a real fan, then I guess of Stoops
I'm
Troops.
not part of Stoops Troops.
But I got to really figure out how
Not
to
a
hold
roughneck.
this right, because there's a whole lot. Like every WWE star holds it a different way. You
Mhm.
really got to figure out
You gotta own it.
your way. I
Mm.
need some time with it to really figure it out.
My suggestion is just overhead the whole time.
Like over your head.
like a bonnet.
No, just holding it up the whole time.
like
Like
I've
a bonnet.
like I've just won.
Like you just won.
Yeah.
I won. I won.
I thought some like one of the Usos
Oos?
wears it like this over his head. I thought you were talking like this.
No, you know
Like a
why? Because
necklace.
he was tired of holding it.
Oh.
Probably, but I mean,
So can you put your arm through there and make it a sash?
yeah, probably.
Come on.
Okay, so we will
Yeah.
throughout
That's
the
it right
season.
there,
Yeah,
man.
this is very fun.
I mean,
There,
that's
the
still
one,
not
the
done
one,
very
one of
comfortable, though,
there's a guy that wears it like this. It's actually,
I suggest that we wear it like this. So week to week, we are going
This is-
to.
I suggest I wear it like this.
I suggest.
it's kind of hard.
Did I
right
say it like that?
It's kind of hard right here.
I don't know. That one was a little bit of a reach, but I still like that.
Okay. So week to week, we are going to do pick'ems, and so the winner of the weekly pick'em is going to get to wear the belt on the pod.
We need
So-
good belt music.
We need like a belt like intro.
I got my
music.
first bowl prediction.
Let's go to some bold predictions.
Yeah.
Let's make them bold.
Make
Okay.
'em bold, boys.
So we will grade these predictions immediately
You ready?
after we hear them.
First
Yeah.
one.
Go for it.
Our bit about the belt will last 2 episodes, and it will be forgotten.
That is like not bold. That's just sad.
Just rude.
It's true.
Wow, Jay, I wish you believed in us.
It's just not gonna. Hey, Luke will have
I
to
am
beat
now more
Stillwater.
determined than I've ever been to do something.
Not
Yeah,
determined
on
enough to buy 2.
Why would
Huh?
you
Not
buy
determined
2?
enough to buy 4 of them.
We don't need 2.
4 belts?
If,
But
if
the-
all of us have.
Oh,
them.
so like participation trophy here, Jay?
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I
Wow.
thought that you were a millennial.
What if we got DTD plates?
That would be sick.
Awesome, but I think they're expensive to make. To put on.
Yeah, it looks
I mean-
like it's probably expensive.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm sure there's a way.
These are like normally those are screws where the plates come off, but on these they're
They're diamonds.
Diamonds?
They're real diamonds.
so I don't think these. No, they can come off because look at the back.
yeah.
They're screws.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could if we made them, but
All right.
I'm not.
Well, make sure you're watching on YouTube
We
or
just
else.
drill one of these down to dunk coasters to it.
There you go.
Oh, that's true.
That thing's as heavy as the whole belt.
You're
Yeah.
sure wanting to drill into this thing that I spent money on
Yeah.
and ruined.
Wow.
Not really going to.
Well, you better not.
So training camp started this week. There was news yesterday. Jay Will pulled a hammy and will be out for probably a couple weeks. It seems like so he'll be reevaluated after the preseason,
Oh, my hammy.
which is a bummer.
I'm going through my hammy.
Yummy.
So it was his right hamstring. So
Not as severe, I guess, as Trey Murphy's. Trey Murphy's is out for 3 weeks.
yeah, he'll be reevaluated in 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So he'll be reevaluated after the preseason. Jay will, which who knows how long he could be out. Which just opens up a window for Oos.
Anything, my first bold prediction.
Are we just going straight into it? Or
Yeah, we need to go straight into it. We've gone 7 minutes on the belt.
Oh
so.
God, that's not good.
Guzman Jang will end up traded by the end of this year
Uh-huh.
to
Uh-huh.
the Charlotte Hornets.
That's a peach. That's not bold. That's just like it just feels like destiny right now.
Here's I know I always get in trouble. No caveats, no excuses. This is so hard to do this year.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it on
I know.
Tuesday
I
night.
listened to the whole thing and I'm like, how are we going to do them on Friday?
You got to go bold.
Okay, Thunder going to win 68 games.
No, dude.
Do you believe it? Like even 5%.
Yeah.
Okay. 68. We really going to talk about this?
Could you not make it 69?
No.
Come on,
That's a
man.
good point, Luke.
Be nice.
No, it's too close to 70.
68 games.
But 68 is not too close to 70.
I mean, 69 is one more.
Yeah. 68, Jay.
Okay, we're going to hold you to this, Jay.
That's fine. Last year
That would be I mean, what's the most games the Thunder have ever won? Do you guys know?
gosh, what we did this
62.
Actually 60 is the most
Okay.
they've ever won. That was
60.
That was in 12-13.
Yeah.
So here's my reasoning behind this.
Okay.
It has the depth. The Thunder should, in theory, be able to put lineups on the floor at every point of the game that is elite as far as net rating.
Mm-hmm.
Like your on-offs for your best players should be lower than they've ever been as a franchise. Does that make sense? Like, what is that? Is that VORP, value over replacement? No, that's not it. What's the one where like Samaj versus Russ was like 18 point?
It was
difference or
on-off.
something? Is
On
that
off.
On-off,
So
yeah.
on-off, I think, is where the Thunder are going to have the highest level of long-term success for the season. I mean, 68 is just trying to get into the bold prediction world,
Mm-hmm.
but I could absolutely see this team winning the most in the franchise history.
Yeah.
What did the Western Conference look like that year? I can't really remember. I know the Spurs were up there. 12, 13. So it would have been Spurs, Rockets,
Grizz. Nuggets were still
So-
good.
Thunder 160, Spurs 158, Nuggets 157, Clippers 56,
Oh,
Grizzlies
Clippers,
56, Warriors 47. So this is like before the
Okay,
Warriors.
right before the Warriors figured it out.
Lakers were 45, Rockets 45.
Okay, so I would argue that the Western Conference today is stronger than that in terms of how many wins they're gonna.
Yeah, because there
Each
were
team is-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams below 500
Yeah,
that year.
Yeah.
And like Blazers 33, Wolves 31, Kings 28, Pelicans 27, Suns 25.
What's their
wins.
projected over under? 58?
I think it's 56.
Okay.
Jay, you gonna put some money on this?
Yeah, 56 and a half.
Okay, and teams in the Western Conference this year, Jay, that could, let's just say they're 50-win teams. Their quality is at least a 50-win team. I'm not
Yeah.
saying they will hit it, but you know that level of that caliber of team.
Yeah,
Dallas, Denver,
Minnesota.
Lakers, Clippers,
Get-
Phoenix.
oh, stop.
Spurs, Jazz.
Not Lakers, Clippers.
Hey, if they're healthy,
Suns.
they're the caliber
Dude,
of
Harden
that.
is
No, they're
coming-
not.
Harden
No,
is
they're
com-
not.
Harden is coming into this season. Just he's all about Harden this year.
God, those quotes were amazing.
Did you hear yesterday? Did you see the one yesterday where he said something to the effect of like, how do you adjust to the modern NBA? And he was just like, he's like the Walter White, like I am the one who knocks. He's like, I am the one that people adjust to. It's like, all right, bud,
This is
you're
awesome.
40 years old.
This is great.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's they asked
That's
about.
good, but that's good for us. We get there
Yeah,
It's good for us.
Yeah.
Top 5 pick this year.
wonderful.
How do we feel about Memphis this year, though?
yeah, they're a 50-win
But they're
team.
already going to get hit with they're going to get hit with the injury bug. Like JJJ already dealing with some.
I'm just
issues.
saying you can't
Hit with a hammy.
Okay, we get hit with the injury bug, and we don't
Yeah,
get 50
so
anymore.
yeah, man, I got you. I understand that. That's the way to that they don't even get to 50 anymore.
Thank you for that. Felt good.
I got you.
Thanks, both of you.
What's that right there?
I just think that. So last year, how many games did they win?
The Grizzlies?
57. No, the Thunder.
naughty.
Oh yeah,
They won 57 wins
57.
last year.
57 games.
So the question is there a 10 game 10 games that they could get that they didn't get last year because of
Actually, 11.
11?
11.
Are they 11 games better than last year? Is the question.
I have
Subtract Giddy, add Caruso, subtract no big, add arguably the best backup big in the league.
a responsive bold prediction to this.
Mm-hmm.
It is this. I think because the Thunder have a lot of expectations this year.
Yep.
I think there's going to be someone that asks a Twitter question or a like national media type person that asks, should the Thunder be pressing the panic button by Thanksgiving? If things don't start out just with them just kicking it,
You're
and they have
predicting
any-
chaos
and they
to
have
begin
it-
the season.
I just think that it's like if it takes them a while to like get it together, people are going to be freaking the F out and be like, this is not right. Like something like Chicago won the Giddey trade. We should like something's going wrong. Like they should press
That
the
is
panic
bold.
button, and that something's going wrong, and that happens by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
If it gets off to a rough start at all, you can't hardly even see me on YouTube because the belt is so big.
It's true.
Damn, that's awesome.
You should also. I think you can make your chair go higher too.
I don't think I can.
All right, how are we rate? What are we rating Jay's?
So Jay's 68 wins.
Oh wow! If you listen to the Wednesday
was
pod,
low.
you know
Yeah.
why this came up.
Yeah. 68 wins. I think that is Pocky.
I was going for.
That's a Pocky chip.
Pocky chip, one chip challenge. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you get down to peach level? Like what's peach level hot?
It's
take?
just like it's just a prediction. It's not a bold prediction. It's just you're just predicting something that has
No,
like
no.
better than 50%
I'm saying specifically for
likelihood.
this number.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think like
60?
No.
60 is not a peach. I think anywhere in like anywhere around their over under, I think is peach level.
No, I don't even think that's not even a bold prediction. The
That's
whole
what I'm
point
saying.
is the word bold.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, is a peach
That's why
bold?
it's not.
I don't know. I'm not a huge.
No,
peach
they're
guy.
delicious,
They're good.
but not bold.
Do you eat them like an apple?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. How else do you
think you
Cut
do.
them up,
Oh, cut them.
Cut them up. I mean,
I eat them.
boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
boy,
I've
potatoes. we're
I don't think I've ever eaten a peach.
what?
Just like grab a peach.
I know
Eating a
for
peach?
sure I have not.
Like
eaten
the
peach
last
like
like
that.
month of my life has just been peaches
Peaches.
because we've getting
Yeah.
Millions of
Yeah.
peaches
No.
peaches
for
for
me.
me.
from Colorado. They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like this is the time of year.
Yeah.
Do they coming in a can?
No.
To put there by man?
They were put there by a man. No, they're so
The
good.
fact that the president of the United States had like every guitar player only had like 2 or 3 strings on their guitars.
Is that true?
Yeah, they didn't play with like a full 5 set or 4 set. Isn't that crazy?
It's really
And their
funny.
drummer always played like a little jazz set. It was like a snare and a kick drum.
If Andrew had his little way,
I
He
do
did
peaches.
peaches every
He
day.
did peaches every
It
day.
sounds like he's having his little way.
sounds like it.
All right, are we ready for the next bowl?
Hold on, Luke's prediction that there will be chaos by Thanksgiving.
Not chaos. I just think there will be overreaction.
I think that is
By
probably a
Thanksgiving.
jalapeno. No, I think that's hotter than that. I think a habanero.
If you think there's going to be media or fan overreaction, that's peach. Of course, there's going to be. That's what it is.
Yeah, there will be.
it's what they do, especially now that
There will
ESPN has just gone all in on the not actually useful basketball evaluation.
Did you get it?
Got it. Okay. I'm giving that habanero.
Come on.
I just think like the vibes are so good around the Thunder right now, and I think that they're ready.
Yeah.
I think that they're ready.
Which is
Like,
what
To be clear, I think so too. But I'm just
just riffing.
riffing it up. And I'm just wanting to like my expectation. I want to be like, oh, well, what if it's not? It's
Your
gonna start out
expectations.
perfect. My expectations.
We
What
might-
if it doesn't start out perfect? I think they'll be with
Potatoes.
What the heck?
we do have a bold prediction from Daniel Sinney, the silly kid. He gives us a super chat here. Bold prediction: iHeart makes more threes than Jay, Will, and Kenrich. And then his NBA prediction is Ben Simmons has a great year, signs a good contract just to go back to being crap. That's a good league-wide bold prediction. I'll give that a habanero. And then iHeart makes more threes than Jay, Will, and Kenrich.
So
Combined? Is that combined?
Yeah, that's combined.
That
In order for it to be bold, it needs to be combined.
it feels so if this was before training camp, I would say that feels like a
Pocky.
very pocky, but everybody's talking about iHeart like he's just gonna shoot threes.
Really?
Yeah.
In Thunderworld?
Yeah.
So Kenrich last year made.
It is combined. He confirms in the chat.
Okay.
Now is that made or just taken?
Makes.
So 109 is what they made combined last year.
That's all.
Okay. That is a lot.
Now you're going to see Jay Wills go down because you're assuming that Isaiah Hartenstein is going to take a majority of his minutes, probably.
So to contextualize that a little bit, there were 2 players that made. Is that right?
Yeah.
There's only no. Wait. What
3.
year is this?
3.
Oh, I'm in the wrong year.
From
Hold
this
on.
year, you had 3 players.
I was
Can you
like,
guess?
what
All
in
right,
the
let's do
world?
this for the rest of you. Who are the 3 players that took more than 109 3
That
pointers?
made-
made
Made
109.
more than 109 last year.
J-Dub?
No,
I was looking at it, so I don't want to.
I know. That's why
I don't want to do that.
Dort.
Dort was number 1 with 156 3-pointers made.
Damn.
That's it.
That's all you got. Isaiah Joe was number 2. Felt like that was kind of a.
Yeah.
And then Chet was number 3 with 129.
Chet. Yeah.
So Dub was 4 at 103. So now I
Hologram.
think it's not a bold take at all. I think that you'll have. I might go as far as saying that J Dub will lead the Thunder in 3-pointers made this year.
Say it again.
Dub will lead the Thunder in 3-pointers made this year.
That I think is pretty bold.
That's bold.
Yes.
Hold on.
Can we go? But why is it bold? Can
Well,
we make a case for
in 3-pointers made? So he would have to make. I mean, Dort made 53 more threes than he did last year.
Yeah, but I think Dort's minute. Dort has some competition now with his minutes.
He's a competition last year. He has competition every year.
No, he has some competition with his shot attempts and minutes this year, more so than last year.
I think what it's going to do for Dort is it's just going to make him even more locked in as a, like, guess what I do on the offensive side?
I catch the ball and I shoot.
And I
it.
shoot
Yeah.
threes. Yeah. For
Okay,
real.
I can
like,
see
no
that.
joke.
I can see that.
I think it's probably, I actually would say it's more habanero.
So
Just because I think Dub's going to have the ball in his hand far more. I think
Well-
his usage rate is going to go up.
yeah, it will. And Mark even said in post-practice availability that he wants Dub and Wiggins specifically to take more
That's
threes.
why it's kind of why I went to that. But I'm like, that
Yeah.
would be a giant leap.
Yeah, I think it's habanero.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
The most.
The most.
I can just. It's hard.
The most.
The most. I'm just thinking about his take. I don't think it's like that bold. I can just see it.
What if Dub develops? What if Dub is the one that develops the step back three?
He's got a little bit of one.
Oh yeah.
I was
can
just
see
watching
that.
him in post game or post practice shoot around yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch? I mean, you know, like it's post.
They're
NBA
just,
players, they just make everything anyway.
yeah,
It's.
they're just messing around.
But I'm like, what if he just got in his bag enough to where he became so deadly and dangerous, both on the drive and step backs?
I mean, he shot 42% from three and 54% from the field last year.
Doesn't it make more sense that he's probably the one that makes the All-Star game over Chet? What do you think?
To me, it's like a total toss up.
Yeah.
You know, I think that they both are going to be so good this year.
Which is why 65 to 68 games is not ludicrous, right?
It's not. I mean, it is
It's
very
just hard to get there. It's
it
a
is
hard hill to
very
climb.
bold. It is very bold, but I really believe this
70?
this team is really special.
70?
So then,
But this is
like
why Jay's isn't that bold.
so then,
Peachy?
so then you think they're going to win, like, for instance, the in-season tournament?
I think they probably win everything.
Let's knock Jay's down to jalapeno then, because
Okay.
I'm getting that vibe from Taylor.
Yeah, I'm just not buying
Yeah,
that.
how
It's-
over
Put the
the
Inye.
moon is our expectation for this team if we're saying that 68 wins is a jalapeno?
No. I'm talking about J
Dubs.
being
Dubs.
Oh, okay.
Dub leading the team in wins.
68 is bold.
That's bold
Can I give you one?
and spicy. Yeah.
Thunder will be the best defensive team of the last 20 years.
Okay. How are we going to judge that?
Yeah,
one?
I tried to figure this out because you can't just go on defensive rating because
Yeah.
style of play has changed so much.
Yeah, possession.
So then I looked at net rating, but even that's hard. So I think we just have to go off
Eye
of,
test.
yeah. What was it?
we got to go back and watch 20 years of basketball, compare the defenses.
No, but you can go back to the 2010s. Wait,
Those Pistons,
20
man.
years, so 20. I changed it because it was 15, so I
2004.
could go back to I could go back to 2010. So we can say 15, but I wanted to make it bolder.
Okay.
But I had the argument for 15. The arguments in 2010s, who were the best teams, defensive teams. It was early 2010s was Bulls, Pacers, Spurs. Those were kind of the guy. Oh, and Memphis. Those were like the teams
Yeah.
of the early 2010s. And then you start getting into Celtics were in there too. Bucks started making their way in late 2010s. And then the Bucks were up there. Oh, Spurs were still there in mid 2010s when Kawhi was there. And then who else we got? Celtics are just always in there.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks. That's it.
So 20 years ago,
Golden State.
20 years ago.
20 years ago is harder for me. I don't
But let's
know.
do this.
Okay.
20 years ago, the number one defensive team in the NBA,
Yeah.
according to defensive rating, were the San Antonio Spurs
Okay.
with a 98.8
2004
defensive rating.
Yeah.
Number 2, Bulls. 3, Pistons. 4, Rockets. 5, Grizzlies.
Okay. Well, and
I
then
didn't know who was on that Grizzlies team.
the Celtics were really good at the end in 2007, 8, 9, 10.
Is that the pal Shane Battier?
We're about to find out. On that roster,
This is
Shane Battier, Andre Emmett,
Andre
Pau
Emmett.
Gasol, Ryan Humphrey, represent Oklahoma, Mike Miller, James Posey, Stromile Swift,
Yeah.
Earl of Pearl Watson, Bonzi Wells,
Mm.
Jason Williams.
Wow.
Here-
This one is like confusing. I'm gonna give this one like a watermelon.
No,
like I don't
this
even
is-
know how to
what?
I don't even know how to judge this. How are we
You
going
just
to
you know what the legendary like defenses are, right? And then you
Yeah.
have like Jazz with Gobert and whatever. You know what I'm saying.
I do.
Don't-
I just
So there's going to be some stat that can prove this. That can come out with this. They're
okay.
going to be it's not bold enough to say they're going to be the best defensive team in the league this year. Because I think that they will be.
Yeah, I'm giving this like a Bondi Bowl or something. I don't really know what
Those
to
are
do.
good though.
They are
It's also
good.
Bondi.
Bondi.
What is
Bondi
what is
Bowls.
that? What is that?
They're like those they're not shave ice, but they're kind of shave ice. They
Oh,
have
the hot, like the hot ice.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got to stick up for myself.
That's not at all what they are.
Why is this
Hot
not?
ice is just water.
they're like they're spicy ice,
Oh
like
No.
ice that has like spice
no,
in
it's
it.
got like
no,
acai
no.
berry like flavors, and you have like
Where do you get this?
pomegranate. So they have a brick and mortar on 5th Street in Edmond.
It's cool.
They've also got one.
Bondi.
They've
First I've
also
heard of
got
it.
one that's different over on it's not the same one, but it's in Chisholm Creek. It's called like
Like surf something.
Island Surf Shop. It's a surf shop.
Yeah.
Surf shop.
I thought
Surf.
Sure.
All right,
So it's like and then you put like granola on it, and you put some Nutella on it, bananas,
bananas.
strawberries.
What's happening?
Okay.
I had a buddy who
Okay,
used to call
all
it
right.
bananas.
How are we
Can we?
Bananas.
I have another part to this,
All right, go ahead.
and if we can change
Wait,
it,
And the best offense of the last 26 years.
best net rating. Here we go. We can measure this. Best net rating of the last 10 years. Bold.
Okay, so Boston was 11.7 last year, which is
Yes.
that.
I think Golden State had an insane one as well. In the
Yeah,
last 10
I mean,
years.
of
when they had an all-star
of-
team?
Of
Yeah.
course they did. Yeah, when they played only all stars. Yeah, I mean it's bold. Certainly, it's bold. Huh. Yeah, 16-17 Golden State was 11.4.
Okay.
So it would have to be Boston is the one to beat. Golden State, San Antonio had an 11 in 2016. Theirs was actually better than Golden State that year, which is kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, so they have to beat last year's Celtics.
Okay.
11.7.
Okay.
Okay. That's extremely bold.
Yes.
Extremely spicy. That's Pocky chip
Yes.
for sure.
You guys planning your Halloween costumes?
What?
Are you guys planning your Halloween costumes? Now's the time to start planning.
Nothing says I'm not engaged in this conversation at all. Like that moment right there. Like I am fully checked out.
Andrew, what?
Just wanting to know. I'm thinking about mine right now.
All right.
Dude, I've become obsessed with Theo Vaughn. And I sent y'all that clip of Pauly Shore
Yeah.
when he's just
It's-
like, how
yeah.
far can people see?
Yeah.
So I was like, what are you even asking?
What
It's
is-
like, that's how y'all planning your Halloween costumes?
Did you go see him when he was in town last
No.
week? I wanted to.
I'm not
I
that
didn't.
into him. I'm just saying.
You just said you're really into him.
I'm into
said
watching.
you're
I'm
obsessed
into
with
watching
him.
his reels.
Yeah.
Then you're into him.
Yeah, but not enough to know he was even in town.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Someone hit us with
Okay.
some boldness.
What else you got, Taylor?
Is that all you got?
Dude, it was really hard. Like everything you would say bold prediction for the Thunder, it really is like possible. That's why you have to get ridiculous with it.
Except
Mhm.
maybe this one. By Christmas, Both iHeart and Caruso will be starting.
Okay.
So here's the lineup: Shea, Caruso, Dub, Chet, iHeart.
What if you went? Here's the lineup:
By Christmas.
Caruso, Dort, J Dub,
I
Hartenstein,
named
J Will,
6.
or just 5 odd guys. Wiggins.
No, Caruso and iHeart both starting by Christmas.
There's no way.
I have seen that. Like, it's stupid, but there's this. There's so many what seems like Russian bot Twitter Thunder accounts. It's like, name a better.
I
Starting.
have bold predictions.
It's like, name a better starting 5, and it's Caruso, Hartenstein. It's that exact starting lineup. But I'm like, there's no way Dort's not starting.
Yeah, I don't
There's
see how.
no way.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I would
pretty
be
bold.
surprised.
He's in every photo,
Barring injury.
with the main guys. That's what I don't know if this is indicative because they don't really know until they start playing. But it's like when you look at the primary photos and promotional material, like it's 4 guys. It's the 4 starters that we're pretty sure of, and then the 5th one is there's nobody sitting there or standing there. So my assumption is they're going to superimpose that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But listen, guys, depending on how the season goes, it doesn't matter how it starts. It doesn't matter what's happening in preseason.
So your prediction is almost it would be like a piggyback on L-Man's prediction that you think that things will not be going well.
No, I think things will be going so well.
They're going so well that you have to change the starting lineup.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah. No, I think that it's just, I'm not saying the starting lineup's going to be bad. I'm just saying it's like going to be so undeniably good with iHeart and Caruso on the court that you just have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's bold for sure. I think that, part of it to me is that you want to have some playmaking off the bench. And I think that both iHeart and Caruso provide that. If you start both of them,
well, you still have Kaysen. Look, we're the deepest team.
I'm just saying, like,
How long until the Thunder figure out
like the playmaking you put all the playmaking in the starting lineup and pretty much none of it in.
How long
bench.
do
You can stagger minutes.
I know
though.
you can. I'm just saying.
How long until Mark basically is like, or do they even do this in the regular season to where at some point throughout the game it's either Dub or Shea? Like, there's never a time where both of them are off.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the playoffs
For sure
that'll be a thing.
I think the big question is the forgotten Thunderman, Kaysen Wallace. Like, does he develop beyond what he kind of became last year, where he was primarily 3-and-D? Because historically he was a point guard in theory, right? Like, high school, college. And then what do you get from Caruso? But you don't just have to have a point guard to move the ball well. Like, you're right. Both of those guys, like Hartenstein, can initiate your offense. So can Chet. So having the option to have any one of those 4 guys on there at any point and still feel like the offense could flow is pretty important.
Yeah.
How many starting lineups did they have last year? Do you remember that number?
I mean, they essentially had one, and then they just had injuries that dictated what happened. But
do you think
it
there's
wasn't very
any?
many.
Thank you, Mama.
And I know this comes from another podcast mentioning that the Thunder were, quick to switch out lineups based on matchups, which is not true. But if you look at this year, is there any part of you that would say that they might do some of that?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what they would want to do or how they'd want to handle it. My guess, though, is that just to have the consistency and to not have to it be like this like circus before the game of like, who's starting tonight? What are they going to do? How are they going to do this? It'd just be easier just to start the same 5 guys all season. You can change the lineup whenever you want. There's nothing that says that you can't call a timeout after 2 minutes and sub somebody in.
Burden.
But my guess is that, and Mark has been really good about this so far, and I hope that he kind of sticks to this, is that the Thunder rarely adjust to other teams. They make other teams adjust to them. And so my guess is that they're not going to look and be like, oh, this team is so much bigger, so we got to get our big guy in there. Or like, this team is faster, so we better play faster. No, it's the Thunder have been the team, and it's contrary to how they were in like the first iteration. Is it felt like they were always adjusting to the other team and not like setting the pace of what's happening. Last season, when they played the Timberwolves and they played two bigs, they put the Timberwolves in a position where they had to make the choice of what big to put out there because they couldn't play both of them. You know, and so my guess is that they aren't going to be looking at like what team they're playing. I think that they're just going to play the way that they want to play and make other teams adjust to them. So I would be a little surprised if it was like this game, this guy starts, that game, you know, this other game, somebody else starts. But that's just from like the last couple of years. That they could do that. It would just be a little surprising to me.
I agree with you. I'm just thinking of also the possibility of it being such an advantage to play fast and be huge, which they haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
No, at the same time. I'm saying like on the court.
Yeah.
You're
I think they can play like fast ball movement fast, but I don't know how fast you are if you're playing Chet and Hardenstein at the same time.
if they can just trail.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, threes.
I would like to see it. I don't know.
I think we're gonna see it. Bold. I have another bold.
Thunder get 3 All-Stars.
Oh,
Mm.
Okay.
okay.
Get 3 All-Stars. Who are they? Name
This
them.
is the bold part.
Here's the bold part.
Wigs.
Oos.
Ooze. No, I think so. These just build on each other.
Yeah, they're
If
all tied together.
If the Thunder are on pace to win 68 games, which means by the All-Star game they've, got 45 or
Mhm.
whatever. Mark coaches the All-Star game, which is not part of my 3. That would be really clever though. Dub. I mean, I think it would be Shea, Dub, and Chad, the 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
No, that would have to be.
And I do think Cat being moved to the East, like that does help the opportunity for Chet to get up there.
Yeah, let's see. Let's try to fill the West All-Star team before the season. So Steph,
Wemby's gonna get in.
LeBron,
Probably fan voting, maybe a starter. Jokic.
Wemby. Oh, you think Wemby will get in from
I don't
voting?
know, dude. The hype around that guy.
So the most players in the most players from one team to make the All-Star team.
Can I?
Do you guys know?
4?
I feel like the Hawks had 5 on that roster that had
They all won Player of the Week.
Kyle Korver, Jeff
Yeah.
Teague, Al Horford, Paul Millsap,
They didn't all make the All-Star team.
DeMar Carroll. Who else was on that team? Was that it?
Joe
missing
Johnson.
Joe Johnson.
Josh Smith
I don't think Josh Smith was on that team. I think he was
on
Mookie-
that Hawks
Mookie
team?
Blaylock.
Oh, he's on an earlier one.
Blaylock.
Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Williams.
Don't worry, all comes.
The Celtics had 3. Did they get 4 that year? When it was like Paul Pierce, KG, Ray Allen, and Rondo.
I don't know that they all made it.
Did they not all make it?
So what's the answer?
I don't think so. It is 4, and it was Golden State with KD,
Oh,
Steph, KD, Clay, Draymond.
Draymond making it is such a freaking joke, dude. Doesn't that feel like a little ridiculous now
No, dude, no.
that Draymond made it?
Maybe the All-Star team.
Yeah, I just think so. I just
don't-
don't like Draymond. I think he was really good at this. I'm not going to do this. I don't care that much about it. All right, let's try to fill this one.
We don't have to do this.
Steph, Luka, Kyrie. I think the Mavs are going to be good this year. I think Luka and Kyrie make it.
Okay.
Steph, Luka, Kyrie,
LeBron.
Wemby, LeBron,
AD.
Jokic.
Jokic.
AD.
I don't know.
Harden.
Probably.
He's gonna have numbers. There's gonna be no doubt about it.
You think a Rocket? You think there's any chance a Rocket gets on?
Who would it be?
Um,
Şengün is probably who it would be. I don't think he makes
I
it.
don't think he makes it.
Yeah. Booker.
I do think Jalen Green is going to have a killer year.
Yeah. Ja.
Ja, KD.
Zion.
Did you say Devin Booker?
Yeah. We're at 11 with Zion.
DeJounte Murray?
He's on the Hawks.
No, he's not.
No, he's
Have we-
not.
Have we
No,
listed? Have we, in
He's
our
on the
list-
Pelicans.
He's a Pelican.
Oh my
Have
god.
we put any Thunder people on the list? Yet?
No, not yet. That's why I'm trying to. So we're at 11 with no Thunderman
Any
Oh.
De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis love? Out there?
I think they're a team that could take a step back.
So De'Aaron Fox, remind me, did he end up making the All-Star team last year, or has he still been a schnub his whole career?
I think
He got snubbed.
he made it in 22-23,
Oh, okay.
but didn't make it last year.
Okay. I don't think he makes it. So
Okay.
if we go, Shea, J-Dub, Chet, that puts us at 14.
Did you give any
Who's-
Anthony Edwards?
I was going to say, did we say
No,
Ant?
Anthony Edwards, no.
I was
We
going to
didn't say
Ant.
Ant.
Ant will likely start.
Dur. So there's 15 right there.
Did you say
and
Wemby?
I'm sure we're forgetting
Yeah, he
people.
said Wemby.
I'm sure we're forgetting
What
people.
about Chris Paul?
I didn't say Chris Paul.
I think
Who
we're-
are we
we're
forgetting?
certain.
We're definitely forgetting.
Triple J's made it in the last several years. I don't know that they get to,
Yeah.
but 3 is bold because it's going to be tough. Like if this was the Eastern Conference, book 3 of them. They're all going. The East is it's just a different. They're completely different with regards to like awards and
For sure.
and making all-star teams and all of that. In the West, it is so tough.
So
It
if you
is
had
so
to,
tough.
if you out of those 3, higher likelihood, Chet or Dub
To be out or to be in?
to be in.
I think Chet is more likely to make it than Dub.
Just because he's a big man.
I think he's the big man.
Mhm.
He stands out. There's going to be a lot of like defensive player of the year stuff with him going on. You know, he anchors the best defense in the NBA.
the best
kinda
defense of
thing.
the last 20 years.
He anchors the best defense of the last 20 years. I think offensively he's going to I think he's going to level up as well. So, but I think they both have like a legitimate shot to do it though. I think Dub is also going to take another step up, but you know, he's not one of the weirdos of the NBA. You know, I think like those people just
Yeah, the only reason I think
Yeah.
Dub is I think because there's so much hype around him. So many people think so highly of him.
he's
in the
he's
NBA.
great.
So I'm like, if you do go to coaches vote or media has influence over that, I just think he has a potential.
It's great. This was funny at media day. Our buddy Dane Carr was there shooting video. Shout out to Dane, and he was like, J-Dub had just walked by like the station. He was not coming over to our station, but he was walking by, and he just screams across the arena, "Down to dunk, down to dunk." He's like, He's like, "Do I get to come over to your list?" I was like, I need you to come over here. You're not on my list. And he's like, "I'll be there later," And Dane was like, he's like, the craziest thing to me is that all the players know what down to dunk is. He's like, that is like, he's like, all this is really crazy to be honest, but like that is like the craziest thing.
And like
about it to
honestly, who we can thank is Luke. Thank
Me?
you, Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.
If you're not following us on YouTube,
Wow,
you
thanks.
missed the genuine shock.
That was on Luke's face.
What?
What?
When that- huh?
Honestly, thank you, Luke. We
Oh,
wouldn't be
wow,
where we
thanks.
are today
at that
without
belt.
you. I have a bold dick that's about you. Bold prediction that's about you.
Wow.
Luke will announce that he's pregnant sometime this year.
Wow.
That's awesome,
With
dude.
the food baby after Thanksgiving.
No, that you have a baby on the way.
Wow.
Sometime this year. You're gonna announce.
Okay.
God.
That's a bold. How bold is that, Luke?
That is like,
Where are we rating it?
that is like Pocky nachos. Okay.
That's bold. That's
Hey.
too bold.
You want bold? I give bold.
That's Pocky nacho bowl. Okay. Anything else? I don't think I'll write that one down.
I don't know.
Okay, so there is a question there, Elman, right below bold predictions.
About the
About
bold prediction
babies.
Taylor.
Hey,
just
there's a
made.
bold prediction here.
We have more questions about it.
It comes from at JT Blount 2, who says, "Can we get a mild take segment to go with all the bold ones?"
I'll take Shea wins MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mild take.
Mild
Thunder,
take.
Thunder wins 59 games.
Okay, yeah, mild take
Yeah.
Thunder wins 60 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mild take they have 3 players that average 20 points or more per game.
Gosh, that feels bold though.
Does it?
I think the challenge is like there's only so many shots to go around.
That's
it's like
how
the
we felt
opposite-
last year too,
it's the
and they're way closer.
But the
It's
thing,
the opposite problem that bad teams have, where it's like, well,
Yeah.
somebody's got to score the points. Where it's like this one is, well, everybody's going to score some points.
here's what I think it'll happen is that they have created a roster that has 3 usage guys, and then the rest are role players. Right?
Yeah.
Who's your third usage? You saying Chet?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they have 3 usage guys, and then all like shooters, passers. I mean, that's what the
So
rest
your
of the
guess
roster.
is the 3 of them are going to shoot 20 or get 20 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 3 of them will all have.
I think Chet will have the hardest time getting to 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 60 out of what they're going to score like 109 points a game.
Well, I was going to say 120, but
Yeah, but you don't assume that Shea. Okay.
Shea will be at 30 or more a game.
Right. Yeah.
So there's 50, 70 points per game.
I think
Yeah.
the
I
only
don't
way
think-
Chet does it is if Chet's shooting 6 threes a game or making 6 threes a game or 5 or
Making
6.
6 threes a game.
Making. That's bold.
I was like, it went taking.
So I was
taking to
surprised that
making
he
is
made.
tough.
I was surprised that he averaged over one. What was it? Like 1.3.
How many
threes a
players?
game?
How many players made 6 or more threes per game last season?
in the entire NBA.
The entire NBA,
12.
1.
0.
Okay.
I was gonna go Steph. That's it.
How many players took 6 or more threes per game last season?
0.
No, 30.
Oh.
40.
24.
Okay.
24 players did. Only one guy on the Thunder.
Dort.
That was Lugans.
LU.
Lou,
But how-
Lou Gwens.
Lou Wentz.
And how many of those does it have?
You're talking to the mic.
Well, let me see.
Still. So podcasting, you could be looking for something and still.
How
use
many
it.
of those guys that are taking 6 threes a game of those 24 are scoring 20 points or more?
Are scoring 20 points or more per game. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Wow.
11, 12. 12.
Wow.
So half.
Half.
So Chet shot 4 a game last year.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 is not. Sorry, that's took, not made. He made 1.6 per game.
Yeah, yeah. Which
Yeah.
is good, by the way.
Damn it. If he was making 6 a game.
Yeah,
damn.
making 6.
What was he made? What if he was?
I mean,
what's,
he's
what is
MVP.
it? So what is an what is an actual number that would be like? Okay, that's quite the leap. 3.
If he made 3,
Oh yeah, if he averaged 3 made a game,
yeah. Like Isaiah Joe averaged 1.5 made threes a game last year.
I just don't think he shoots. He's
The
doesn't have
amount
a
of
chance to
guess
shoot.
how many
Right.
players made? How many players made 3 or more per game?
12.
10.
yeah, 5,
Not 9.
9. Luke wins.
Man. Hey, that
Luke
I'm,
wins.
I'm awarded the belt this week. Thanks, y'all.
Luke wins.
Luke
What
wins.
did I say? Luke wins or Luke
It's
wins?
like what's that game, Matt? No.
It's like, is the dress white, gold, or blue?
You're talking about Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what
No,
I'm
it's the
thinking
game
about
where
right
it's
now.
like it's gibberish, but it's gibberish if it's like read in certain ways. You have to figure out what the word is trying to say.
Oh, I
Jib
kind of-
jab? No,
I kind
Oh,
of know what
yeah.
you're
Jib
talking
jab.
about.
Jip job.
no, it's not it.
It's a little dancing, guys.
Boulder Dash.
All balderdash.
I don't know if that's it. All right, I'll be back.
That could be right. Okay. Any other bold or mild predictions?
No, that's all mine. Luke, Elman, you got any bold
That's all
predictions?
mine too.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a lot.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break and we come back. We'll do something else.
Okay.
And we're back
I got actually have a
after
mild
that
take.
quick
My mild
break.
take, and it can lead into my onto my deep
Okay.
dive. That's going to be very short.
Okay.
Mild take. If you know the stuff about J-Dub with his Jeff Hardy tattoo and talking about Jeff Hardy at
Mhm.
Media Day,
Mm-hmm.
easy that he meets Jeff Hardy this year. I'm
Yeah.
saying easy.
Yeah, that's
And-
that's a peach.
And I could see the Thunder doing a
Mad Gab.
Bad gab.
doing a halftime show wrestling match
Thanks,
with the Hardys. And,
Oh, wow.
And some other people where they
Wow.
won a belt that looks a lot like this, but probably not this one since it's WWE.
I think that's a much bolder now.
But I could easily see that.
Is
And,
Hardy still in the league?
he is not in WWE right now. He is currently in TNA, but he just left AEW. But if you are wanting, because you're like, oh, J-Dub, his favorite wrestler is Jeff Hardy. What about, like, what should I watch Jeff Hardy to?
Like, feel like you're connected to J-Dub.
Yes. And what you should watch is the table, ladders, and chairs match at WrestleMania X7, which is WrestleMania 17. It's on Peacock. If you go there, you and find WrestleMania X-17, you're going to be able to watch that match, and it's going to give you a great Jeff Hardy match. Probably his best. That's what I'd say. And so that's what you need to go and watch.
Oh,
He is basically him and his brother and the people in that match didn't create, but like revolutionized the ladder match. So you need to watch it. Okay, that's my deep dive. You need to go watch that.
okay.
You'll get on what you'll be feeling J-Dub.
All right.
Okay.
Be feeling J-Dub.
You'll be feeling J-Dub. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a Tickery McCree?
No, I came with the bold.
No,
I came with a bold.
You want bold? I give bold.
All right. Let's do some Twitter questions.
Jay's looking at shirtless men.
You got questions and you ask.
I'm looking at the TNA roster.
Now we answer them for you. This is Twitter questions. Now let's get down to it. Jay, anyone popping out to you on the TNA roster?
No.
Okay. I think Dolph Ziggler is our champion, but he might not be right now. Hey guys, let's go to our first Twitter question. It comes from @405fan, who wants to know if all of OKC's players were new to the Thunder this year, would Dort still be considered a for sure starter? Should that be a main factor?
Wow, 405 fan, another Dort hater in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's still possible, and I stick with what I said. Like, I do think that having Dort is like very complimentary to the starting lineup, and I mean if they're all new to the team, I don't know if this has an impact on it or not, but like Dort and Shea are like very close.
Yeah.
I think it has to have at least like a very small piece of the puzzle. So I'm not saying that's like even really impacting anything, but I think that Dort as a defender is like one of the best on-ball perimeter defenders in the NBA. I think Caruso is as well. I just think that they also would want to have some kind of playmaker off the bench. And I think Caruso defends big wings. Like, I think he did that. I mean, he defended Giannis when they played the Bucks last year, when the Bulls played the Bucks. So,
Oh my gosh.
bless you, Jay.
Sneeze right in the microphone.
Did I not? I pushed the microphone away and
You
tried
mo-
to use my
Then
handkerchief.
you came at it.
Well, that's involuntary, isn't it?
Luke seems to think you volunteered to sneeze into the microphone.
Yeah, I think you did.
But anyways, I think there's still a
fine.
pretty good chance that Dort would start. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
also I mean, 405 fan knows me. Like, I've been a Dort supporter for a long time, and I think
think this is a Dort pod.
I know his value.
Well,
I think-
the FriPod is a Dort pod.
And I think it happens every offseason. Like, we start to look at his numbers, and there's some numbers that don't look very good for Lou. Like, every single year. If you're just digging through numbers, it doesn't always look good. But once we got to the playoffs, it was so obvious that he was
Yeah.
one of the most valuable players on the team.
Yeah.
You know, night in, night out.
You're right.
That I think that he to me he's earned that starting spot. I mean, I'm not saying here for sure that I know that he will start, but that's my hunch.
Yeah, he should be the
Yeah.
starter. I mean, there's no reason. Like, what we're talking about right now is like, why would you give his starting spot to a new guy? just off the bat. Even by Christmas, even this year at all.
You talking
won't.
Caruso?
It would have to be, yeah.
I don't think he's just stereotypical new guy though. Like I think there's
this
such
team,
a.
yeah.
I understand that, but there's such a relationship between the organization and Caruso.
as there is way more with Dort in the organization.
Yeah.
And the superstar. And what he's proven to be. What Andrew's saying is we always downplay Dort. He's really good. He's really freaking good. He's a starter in the NBA. He's a starter on one of the best teams in the league. And he should be.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dort.
Hey guys, let's go to the next Twitter question. It comes from at Bryson Akins, who wants to know, is chocolate its own category of candy?
Okay.
I don't think so. This is Jay Will's take. I think Kenrich was the only one that agreed with this idea.
This might be a regional thing, by the way. You know what I mean? Where it's like you just call
candy.
You call chocolate, and you call everything else candy.
So if he's from Arkansas, are we not in the same region?
Well, I don't know.
So is
Where's Kenrich from?
so here's my
He's from
question.
the same region as us.
If chocolate,
How big
Both
are
of
your
those guys
regions?
Jay Will's
We're-
from Jay Will's from Fort Smith.
Yeah.
Kenrich is from Dallas, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Is that
I
not the
think
same region?
Okay,
universally
fine.
My
same
region is small, in fact.
universally.
Proof.
You said it.
Here's-
Universally.
Confirmation.
here's what I think. If you believe, so under candy,
Sad but true.
there are two branches that go out
Small, in fact.
to two separate factions of candy.
Yeah.
Under candy, it goes. You can take the chocolate branch, or you can take the
What would you call it? Just candy.
fruity
Yeah.
branch,
Anything
like
else?
fruity.
Fruity.
I'd say fruity because I think everything could then fit into that. Give me a candy and I'll put it into one of them.
Yeah. No,
Chocolates
you're right,
are easy,
you're right.
but like Starburst, fruity. Skittles, fruity.
Okay, black licorice.
Baby
Black
bottle
licorice,
pop.
fruity. Black
I don't think
licorice is
so.
not chocolate.
I think it's its own subcategory, honestly.
Right. I'm trying to break up your categories. Is what I'm trying.
Good
to
and
do.
plenty.
Fruity
I'm trying to.
Fruity.
It's not black licorice.
is fruity.
What fruit?
Peach, I
It's
think.
whatever it is.
Rotten
It's
fruit.
not chocolate.
It's rotten fruit.
And then are there? But
Would it
is
be
there?
easier to say chocolate and non-chocolate? Because fruity
Yes,
is
it would
too
be.
narrow.
It would be easier.
But then what? But what is
I'm
something?
I'm
name-
racking my brain. I
name
understand.
something that's
nerds,
not-
nerds. Would be
Okay.
fruity, I
Okay.
guess.
What do you call
But
when
it's all fake fruit.
So if
Laffy
you're-
Taffy bananas.
but it's all fruity. Like it's all the flavor is
second
fruity.
banana reference on the pod? When you buy a Snickers, do you call it a chocolate bar or a candy bar?
I call it candy bar.
I rest my case.
They are candy bars.
It's over.
Dude, your region is so small, man.
Man, I got such a small region.
I do agree with
You
that.
gotta know.
You yelled it too.
I did.
And
My
you said,
region, it's small.
in fact,
In fact, my region is tiny.
Yeah, I don't think it's as off base as it sounds, but still under the candied genre. I feel very much soda related in the same argument. It's like that would be like saying Dr. Pepper
Mhm.
exists in its own area.
Yeah, it's like saying that
Why?
like Sprite and Dr. Pepper and Coke.
Like because
And,
Coke,
like-
Pepsi could be your fruit kinds. Dr. Pepper's on the outline.
I am not understanding.
I'm
what
saying
you're
it's the category soda. They all exist underneath there.
Yeah, but why are you separate? In my head, Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper are like the same.
Yeah, they're in
kind
the
of
same
soda.
category.
Yes, but I could see someone. I'm not saying that I believe this, but I could see someone that makes a difference between like dark color sodas
Yeah.
and like clear sodas,
fine.
like Sprite, 7-Up.
Fanta.
Like those are like
Fruity sodas.
Fruity sodas.
yeah, because then
Yeah, they are.
because
Lime.
because the other ones I would consider chocolate sodas.
Fresca.
Oh, I do like Fresca.
Hold on, Luke. I have a
Fresca's always like the
breaker.
concession. It was like, all right, just get a
Yeah,
Fresca.
fine.
Caramels.
Caramels isn't in the chocolate.
Oh, really? That's chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I would put it.
I
in
mean,
Caramel
you
is
don't
not
have you don't have a Starburst filled with caramel.
here's
You just blew my mind.
That would be so gross.
Oh, Werther's original.
You just blew my.
You think about how chewy that would be, an already chewy candy with caramel in it.
Just blew up my region.
Caramel.
Just blue.
This feels weird. This feels real weird.
This region feels weird.
What would be a non-fruity, non-chocolate candy?
Here it is. A fruit-filled chocolate is a bonbon. That's a
Yeah,
tough.
okay,
That's a
okay.
tough one.
That's a really tough one.
That's a tough
What is
one.
a
A fruit-
bonbon?
My mom used to
Bonbon.
like these things called cherry mash.
Yeah,
That's what it is,
that's
yeah.
it's like that's. I think
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
bonbon.
In
Like chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
that blurs the line.
That does, but I wouldn't say that's a.
It's
But-
not a candy.
No, it's not a candy.
No, that's not candy.
But it's
Dessert.
But it's
I think there is a difference between a chocolate because there are like things that I would say are chocolates. I wouldn't call like a Butterfinger a chocolate, but like you can buy.
It's in chocolate bar.
You can
What would-
buy. That's a candy bar, but you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
buy like little chocolates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
What
don't
about
think
butterscotch.
I don't think I would call them candy. You know what I mean?
Butterscotch. Butterscotch is in the same as caramels.
You go to like a sweets shop, and then there's like the case. And they have-
Sweets shop.
They have all these like.
I don't know if he said it like that, but that's how I said. In my mind, it's a sweets shop.
You know. All right.
I think
No,
this
you're
is-
right. You're right. I think the
The natural ebb and flow of the Friday pod is there's always this point where we're like, that's enough Thunder basketball. Let's get into what we really want to talk
Listen,
about.
But this is all from
it's
Jay
still
Will.
related.
This is
back.
Jay Will's fault.
I think it's candy. There's not chocolate is candy. Candy is the
Yeah,
overarching
yeah.
thing.
If it's packaged like
It's
I
like
think-
P. You know it when you see it.
It's like pea.
Like pea.
Like capital P.
Like PP.
Like corn. You know it when you see it.
What?
I don't know what you're
Okay.
talking
Okay,
about.
please move on.
Hey.
I can't talk
Hey.
about this.
Hey guys, are you minned and are you pinned?
Miffed and peeved.
Are you guys miffed? I'm not miffed and peeved at all.
Thunder basketball back Monday.
Back.
That is insane.
It's wild.
But
It's
we
wild.
don't get Monday's probably not going to give us the first sign of who's starting, who's not, right? Although it technically does. But will there be some people that don't play?
I mean, who
What
knows?
what's your guess, man?
Yeah, it's going to lead us in a direction that we'll talk about for a week, and then it'll.
This is where
Everything
Luke's
will
bold
change.
prediction will come true whenever the Spurs come out and look like
Just
a lead. and the
juggernauts
Thunder are just
and-
like,
flat.
not. People be like, oh,
Yeah.
is this the year that Wemby wins a championship?
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what I'm miffed and peeved about. So I have seasonal allergies. I've had seasonal allergies as long as I've existed.
Mm.
And somehow in the last 2 years, it has primarily manifested itself in
Diarrhea.
itchy eyes.
Oh
yeah, that's not
I am losing my freaking
man,
mind.
that's
and I'm
rough.
taking eye drops.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm just
That's why it's
Just
not
take it
working,
up,
Jay.
I can't believe these won't
squeeze
work.
a few drops on my tongue.
That's why it's
And
not
I'm
working.
still
buddy.
My
itching.
eyes still itch.
I don't understand it.
This is insane.
But it's crazy. Like, number one, we also like allergies are horrible right now in Oklahoma. Yeah. And I'm allergic to
What's-
everything.
what's-
I'm also taking
what's-
shots every week
What's high?
of like needles.
What's
Huh?
high? What's high? Like what's
Everything
ragweed.
right now. Weeds
Really?
are super high. Grasses, trees, everything's pretty high right now.
Hmm.
And if it gets windy, woo, baby.
Yeah.
There's something in the spring that gets me
Brian
that-
Windhorse.
that's not right now.
No, yeah, it's different variations.
Yeah.
I got the allergy test where they put shots on your arm and it's
Yeah.
like, which one?
And it was
all
all
of
of
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I think
Wow.
my wife. is
Every
like that.
grass,
My
every
wife.
tree,
Me,
my wife.
My wife's allergic to me.
You
Wow.
miffed or peeved, Del man?
Did you just itch? You're just itching
Dude,
your
it's
eyes
all the time.
Is it
Oh,
up
yeah.
like in your eyelids?
No,
Like
it's
a-
just like right in the like corners and underneath.
It gets
more.
you just get raw after you
Oh,
just
yeah. So I have
it's
to
terrible.
stop.
Yeah.
So I
Terrible.
get yelled at.
You get yelled at?
Stop itching your eyes.
I'm
Oh.
Jeet Embiid specifically. Shout out to Flower Child, my wife. And I went there the other day, and turns out people that are running Flower Child, huge dunkers.
Hey,
Is that a food place?
That is
Really?
confirmed. I got free stuff at Flower Child too.
You did.
Okay, one of the managers there, it was a guy, right?
Yeah.
What'd you
Obviously.
get? What'd you get?
I got like this noodle bowl that was unbelievable, and then
delicious.
they brought us the. Have you had the pumpkin muffins there? It is the best pumpkin muffin I've ever had. Period. The end. It is so.
Their stuff is
good.
seasonal, so it's probably like a seasonal thing. Right
It is.
now.
It's a seasonal thing, and it is so good. Like I'm going back to get more.
Really.
I like their
They're so good.
I like their salmon.
They have great salmon.
How
They're
am I-
honestly, they're
am
really
I
good.
I guess it makes sense. Like if you looked at me, you'd not be like, "Oh, that dude loves Flower Child."
It is so good.
No,
Where
you would
is
like
it?
Yeah.
It
At
is
Class and-
so good.
Yeah, Class and Curve
Class
next
and
to
Curve.
Torchy's.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
It
Oh,
is
you should
so
go.
good.
It's delicious.
It is unbelievably good.
Yeah. And it's healthy, but like it's not like so.
It's just like
duper
it's just like
healthy.
fresh.
Yeah, it's just good food.
It's
just
not
good for
it's
you.
not
food.
primarily made out of flowers.
pretty healthy.
It's mostly flowers. Yeah,
It's. I mean, it's pretty healthy.
Of like
It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real food.
right. Just real
real food, real people.
flower child.
Flower Child.
Flower Child.
It is so good though. It was
I'm
amazing.
gonna go get some free food.
Shout out to Flower Child.
I'm gonna go and I just want to try a muffin.
I want some free. I want some
should try-
free ass food.
If you like pumpkin muffins, you
Your
should go.
contributions today, man.
You should
are
go.
Just elite.
Here's the thing.
Keep that belt. Put it in the air.
I won it for whatever I won earlier, so it's mine.
Okay.
No, it's also yours because it's
Who
yours.
predicted this is what was going to happen?
I get to win every week because it's mine.
Yeah. So we talked about this already. Where as soon as Luke has the belt in his hands, he's going to be like Schmeagol.
It's
He's like,
mine.
"No, this is mine. Actually, I won this
Yeah.
week, and no one else gets to get it."
Well, I'm the belt holder and
What did you win?
the belt.
Yeah. From what?
I don't know, but I win.
All right.
It is so
I
cool.
win.
This is what's going to happen.
It's like Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. I win.
I win.
You should wear it to Flower Child.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should.
but because it also kind of works as like a crab board.
It's your little horse trough.
Catches all the
Your feet
Yeah.
bucket.
yeah, the little things. And then
Yeah.
at the end, if you get like a little like taco or something, you just shake it out onto it. And another taco.
Tortilla.
I paid
Or
$500
tortilla.
for a feeding trough over my face.
Yeah, like
Uh,
you could get some popcorn in here. Just
Hey,
You could do
popcorn
that.
would
That
work,
would be.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
actually be okay with that because that's a little less messy than like a taco. I'd feel bad.
yeah, it'd be great.
just filled it with popcorn. Okay,
Just
please
taco meat.
just filled to the brim with taco meat. Will you please subscribe to our YouTube channel? I'm gonna have some YouTube exclusive content coming your way very soon. I'm still editing a lot of the video from Monday. It takes a long time. I know people want to see the full videos. I get it, but you're gonna have to wait because there's just a lot going on, and it
Looking
takes
good,
takes a long time. Please be sure that you're subscribed there.
Huge shout out to Andrew Schleck for all his work on Media Day and the greatest Thunder content you're ever going to find.
And Dane,
And Dane.
And Dane.
And Dane.
And
Carr.
Dane.
Big D.
And I don't mean Dallas.
We'll be back on Monday talking about. We'll be previewing a game on Monday.
Damn.
Wow.
So get
We'll
ready
be
for that.
dissecting 2 games on Friday.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. We will talk to you guys again on Monday.
I cannot believe it's freaking